Good evening, good morrow, and good day, and welcome to another edition of Slice and Dice here with the Manylands campaign. After having a week off for the first time in our new arrangement, as it were, here on Slice and Dice. Fortunately, the players didn't forget that we had a stream today. Nope, nobody forgot. Everything's fine, and in fact, here they are. Apart from Bart, who's there he is! There he is! Whoa!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Great timing, yeah. I
was genuinely on my way back to my chair already, but
yes, that's good timing. Excellent. Also, you may have noticed that we have a blank space at the top. That's for Marta, who is joining us. She hasn't forgotten either. She's just a bit waylaid by meetings and such like, because busy important person with busy important things to do. And well, the only other person is Dan, who is unavailable this week, but again. Hopefully he'll be back soon enough. We're going to keep our fingers crossed and hope the schedules all work themselves out, really. But other than that, everyone else is here. Hello, guys. Welcome. How are you all feeling this evening? Are you ready for what it has in store for you today?
I'm feeling
ready to die.
I'm feeling very well. My brain feels just so full and replete with thoughts. My brain is operating at peak efficiency, and I'm sure there's not going to be any negative effects.
Brina is blissfully unaware that she's the smartest of them all and probably the most delicious brain out of all of them.
Sounds delectable,
but she does not know that.
Leobrin is fine. Marshall definitely didn't stay up till 3:30 this morning playing Hades for the first time ever.
Oh,
Fair enough. Hopefully this won't be too taxing on the old noggin, or we can relieve that for you if it does become an issue, or at least for Leobrin, maybe not for Marshall, but hey, c'est la vie. Okay, so before we get underway tonight, does anyone have any shameless plugs, any points of order tonight?
Check out what someone bought on the Teespring store.
Yeah, it's arrived. So,
balance, yo.
yeah.
Excellent. It's all about the balance. That is the Brucon themed T-shirt, which is on our Teespring store, and I believe, well, you can see actually, DK, you've also got some new merchandise modelling for us as well.
Yes. Hey, that's me. That's my character.
Wear ruffs. I mean, okay. Right. So you've got Bart, who's like, my character is great, and then we've got DK going, Leobrin is great. I love it.
It's thematically appropriate for the cleric to be all self-effacing, though, right? Like,
Yes, quite.
Teen Mum is looking after the kids, as is thoroughly appropriate.
Probably envious of the high charisma score as well, because I'm lacking there.
I did order the Malar hoodie. It's just not turned up yet.
Ooh. I mean, ooh.
Oh, no.
It goes all the way around it, so enjoy that when it turns up.
Ting tang.
But thank you for that, guys, because that is
shameless plug.
A shameless plug for the Teespring store, where you can buy such merchandise as those two outfits there, or the third one that was mentioned. We've got themed collections for most of the party members now. We're sort of introducing them one at a time as time goes by, and there's other lines as well, such as Dice Space. There we go. Which is our new sort of tiered system of playing D&D. And Slice and Distance, our face masks, and others besides. Go check them all out for yourself on our Teespring store. There's a link to that on our Twitch page. Just scroll down to, I think, where it says merch or something like that. No, there's actually, no, I lie. There's a display of our stuff there. You can browse to your heart's content during today's stream. Alrighty then. So that aside, in terms of announcements, do I have anything? I don't really. Busy week last week. I'm happy to be back. We've been doing some technical stuff in the background. We've noted, like for instance, we've had a bit of a syncing issue with video and audio for quite a long time, and I've been trying to fix that. So I've tried something this week. It's going to be a bit of trial and error over the next few sessions to see if I can get it to match up. But yeah, hopefully we'll have this fixed within the next couple of sessions. So
amazing, because it's a problem I deal with as well. It's rough.
It's not fun, is it?
No.
And you're just there like, oh, it was great at the time in the session, and then afterwards you're like, oh, it just looks a little bit crap. So
it's for some reason the video processing takes longer, and so it slowly drifts out.
Oh, you've got that issue. I think mine is more. There's just a delay between audio and video rather than the ever expanding distance. But I might have a fix for that as well, Marshall. We'll talk about that over the week. Maybe I might be able to help with that.
Okay.
I've definitely had that before as well. Okay, so that aside, I think we're all ready to dive in. So turn your brains to turbo. Let's jump in with tonight's session here in the Manylands campaign on Slice and Dice. And we are back. So, folks, last time here on Slice and Dice, mostly was about you lot ascending the mountainside and the sheer cliff edges even that you had to ascend, and it had some challenges which you did manage to overcome. It just with a few knockbacks, but no massive injuries to your party, and some ingenious solutions to get round those issues. So with good use of spellcasting, fashioning a papoose for your Aarakocra friend and guide to then take your little deep gnome wizard along in, which also meant that you two could then scout ahead. So Brina and Kerr could then fly further up the mountain and then sort of attach a rope down to help the rest of you get up. You also noted a strange presence of sort of the elemental air in this area, and your once captive and person you were seeking out, but now sort of who you've managed to convince to help you, the gnome of Bantam Quickly, gnome druid, who you discovered last time, has agreed, thanks to your convincing words, to come with you and has given you a bit of a layout and some description of the Eyrie which you guys are heading for. He also noted this presence of air, and you kind of witnessed this firsthand for yourself with these fissures in the rock faces you were climbing up that then would periodically expel air and nearly caught a few of you off guard, knocking you off of your current climb. But fortunately, as I said, no serious injuries, and Brina was then able to spot the pattern from her elevated position and help guide the rest of you through there. And eventually, you lot managed to ascend and get to the edge of the path, which you've been told about by the Aarakocra beforehand. It's a rite of passage for Aarakocra monks. They must travel the path which leads all the way to the front gate of the Eyrie, but they must do so with their wings pinned back. They must do so on foot. Otherwise, it's not really much of a test ascending a mountainside for a flying creature. And so just before actually you arrived at this point where you are now, Brina first of all heard this, I guess, squelchy kind of speech that she didn't recognise. It was, very much in the saliva, tongue all over the place kind of region of sound. It was quite gross. But Kerr, with tongues cast on him by Leobrin earlier, could not only be understood by the rest of you, but could also understand what this was. And it was a voice asking, telepathically, asking you guys to help. Saying, help me. as the rest of you got up to the same position as Brina and Kerr, Neris also found she could understand what was being said. But the rest of you, again, are hearing this squelchy, quite horrifying sound. And so, cautiously, you've started up the path and have seen where the meteor crashed into the mountainside. And that, it seems, as you get closer to that, that is where the voice seems to get slightly stronger the closer you get to it. And that is where we pick things up today. So, folks.
So, I wonder if this is the mistake to reveal this. It's just possible that my many years of recreational drug use has finally come back to bite me. Never thought this would happen, but is anyone else hearing a disturbing sound?
Yes. As soon as we got up there, and I think Kerr understood it.
Ooh.
Yes, I did.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was a voice saying, "Help me."
Well, that's unexpected. Do
I
you know where it's
also
come
understood it. Neris is like looking a little bit shifty at the rest of you, and
So
a
it's
little bit
staying
confused that only her and the bird could understand what's being said.
What language is that?
I have absolutely no idea.
Oh.
I don't know how I know it. It's nothing I've heard before, but I seem to know what's being said. I can't really explain it.
We're gonna go investigate, aren't we?
Leobrin cast Detect Magic to check if somehow Neris has tongues or anything else cast on her.
Okay.
Good thinking.
You do so. You get the normal eminence of magic from Neris being a sorcerer. You know, it's in her blood, but you don't notice anything additional to that. Obviously, Kerr again has the magic of tongues upon him, so you recognise that. But no, there's nothing else that you can see here.
Well, this sounds like magical nonsense to me. So.
Well, I mean, there are creatures that are, speak telepathically. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them. They need help, clearly.
Yes, no, I'm just concerned that it's...
We lose too much time before our Manticore invasion.
We could always skip it and carry on.
No, someone said the word help, and Malar's here.
Oh, now, Mr. Sepp, come. We've come so far. If somebody is at risk, we can render aid. Come, we should really. Yes.
I'm with you, Malar. You've steered us well. You've steered us right so far. I'm with you.
I mean, Seth, if it was Fleeting, you would have helped him, right?
Fleeting can't talk telepathically. I would have known it was him.
No, but we all do weird things sometimes, don't we? She really stares intently at him.
I'm loving how Brina's set her eyes on by far the least reformable member of the party.
She remembers what Keith said.
I think that
case in point.
Yep.
Name my crime.
We don't have enough time.
Let's go.
We don't have enough time. But no, I think the problem here is that if this person is talking telepathically, they're talking telepathically to just a couple of us, but Kerr is also picking it up with tongues, which implies it's a language and not telepathic.
I mean, we all hear it, so I think they're just calling for help in general in their own language, and some people
Can you speak a language telepathically?
Sure.
I
assume I would know that. I'm bookish. I would know that.
How close are we to it now?
I can speak a language drunkenly, if that helps.
You're about 30
Look,
or so
I'll do it
feet
right
from the
now.
entrance.
Rukan pulls out a hip flask and...
As in the sort of, the cavern opening where the meteors crashed into the mountainside. It seems to have penetrated quite a bit. There's still some smoke coming out of it, but it is mostly white smoke. It seems any flames that were in there have probably been smoked.
There's a new pope!
Malar heads off. He heads to...
Yeah, I follow very close to Malar.
Okay, sounds good. What are the rest of you doing?
Yeah, Brina will tell Kerr to come on. We need
I was
to
going to
go
say,
home.
you're strapped to
Still
him,
in
so... Okay, not a problem. We can do that. So, we've got Malar in front with... Seth, are you going alongside him or just behind him?
I'll go alongside him.
Oh, okay.
And then when we're getting close, I'll activate the text bolt.
Okay. I think you already have it up, so but you can... Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, okay.
Last week we were already heading in.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So the rest of you kind of file in. I'm gonna rearrange you in a 2x2 order, based on what you guys have said. So Brina just behind Malar, and Brucon alongside, and then we've got Neris and Leobrin in the back.
This doesn't sound combat-based at all.
Cool. It's fine.
Assembling
attack
marching
us from the
order, I
back.
think is important, you know. So, and do you know what? Shall I bring up? I can bring up on the map anyway, so you guys can see what's going on.
This isn't
Don't have
combat.
to.
Please, can I get your positions?
No.
And here's a map.
It's not necessarily combat.
It's not guaranteed to be
If
combat,
it would be
just
helpful, I
likely.
can bring up a map. However, if
It's
not,
not.
it's
It's
fine.
not
Looking forward
combat.
to using this against Malar. Oh, we
I
should
can
help.
either confirm
Oh,
or
we're about to
deny.
die.
It depends on your decision making. I think,
Always.
of course.
We do
So-
have a Seth in the party, so
And he's in the front.
set up the combat
So
map.
much
That's part of the reason I'm assuming.
Gonna stab everyone.
Anyway, as you get to the cave mouth, now seeing inside, Seth, with your dark vision, you'll be able to see this quite clearly. Malar, it's harder for you to pick out. It seems to be, for Malar, it's mostly rubble in front of you, as in scattered across the floor. It seems that this goes in
I'll
quite...
pull out my everlasting. So
oh yes, your continual flame, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, cool. So now you can see just as well as Seth, although Seth can see all the way to the back of the room. So this cavern, strewn on the floor alongside all the rubble that appears, rock from where this meteor has crashed into, and you've got some smoking bits of meteorite and whatnot in and amongst the wreckage. You've also got 3 bodies of Aarakocra lying on the floor. Now, you'll remember last time that you saw some feathers and a bit of blood just before the entrance as well. I think Seth spotted it. So this kind of along the same theme that you've got bodies there. There's one Aarakocra is decapitated. 2 others lie on the floor, one near to the entrance, one quite a bit further in. And Seth, at the back of the room, you can see the wreckage of this meteor, where it's finally has stopped crashing through the rock, and it's kind of like there's a cave in at the end. And at this rubble, you can see one humanoid-sized figure lying prone, half submerged in the rubble. The only parts of them that you can see are their head and shoulders and their hands. What's most noticeable are their hands, in some ways similar to yours in that they're slightly webbed, but have a mauvish complexion to their skin, and the head itself seems completely bald, but as it looks up, acknowledging you with these kind of metallic eyes, there you see, most disturbing of all, rather than a beard, appears to be these tentacles that dangle from its mouth.
Hello, Marta.
Hello.
Oh, we have a Marta
Hello.
joining us. Well, that is excellent timing.
Yeah, fantastic
That was such
timing.
a mean description of Martha, Jack.
And so you see, appearing out of the
Hello,
rubble, with
I'm Martha.
tentacles dangling
The
from
shade.
her chin. You recognise as the multi-talented actor and voice actor, Marta
Thank you.
Svetek.
Thank you.
Yes.
peering from the rubble.
I'm glad to be here, Jack. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so sorry, apologies. So describing the mauve figure that's half submerged in the rubble at the back there. As we've noted, Neris, you can understand this creature and you don't understand why you can understand it. It's not a language you've heard before. It's just been saying "help me," and obviously Kerr can understand it as well. But yes, so Seth,
Who
that
needs
is
to
what
ask
you've seen.
questions?
I mean, you guys have never experienced things not being as they seem ever in this campaign, so.
Are we within 30 feet?
Sorry? They
Am
are
I
further
within
than 30
30
feet
feet
at this point, but you can. Do you want to move within 30 feet of them?
Yes, get closer, Seth. Get closer.
If Malar's coming.
I mean, Malor
And
will
someone that
lead,
can
in
understand it.
So Malar, as you move in,
Shit, Malar, wait! And I'm going with him.
you're like, ah! You're like, Artu, wait! Although
That was a really good. That was a phenomenal 3PO, I have to say, Jack. That was really
Thank
good.
you very much. I'll add that to the old portfolio. Voices I can do include.
Voice match.
Exactly. So as you move in, Malar, and your continual flame illuminates the area as you go in, and helps the rest of you actually, who are now outside watching these two, the odd couple moving inside. You're seeing this wreckage and the bodies on the floor. And Malar, as you get closer with the continual flame, you can see also this creature with the mauve skin and the tentacles from its mouth and chin.
Oh, can I look around to see if there's anyone else he's trapped who decapitated the Aarakocra?
You can look around, sure. Make a perception check.
Cool. I don't think this is going to be good. Luckily, I've got a +3 to my perception, so that's 5 total.
I mean, you are so shocked and absorbed into this creature that you see at the end here that you don't pay much attention to what else is going on in the room. You've had a cursory glance, you've seen the dead bodies and the rubble, but what's much more interesting is this figure. You've never seen anything like this before. It's an alien being. Like, this is not something you have come across in your life before. But there's something, Seth, that feels oddly familiar about it, and you can't quite put your finger on it. Perhaps it's the way it was speaking.
Or it could be that it's Davy Jones.
Another famous swashbuckler could be.
Exactly.
As we're running towards it, can I just yell back, Kerr, what's it saying? Translate. And also, if it's not talking, Kerr, when it talks, translate.
It keeps saying, help me, help me.
Have you tried talking back to him?
No.
Okay.
Could you, please?
Okay.
And actually, as Kerr is speaking to you, the creature then seems to stop and look over to the Aarakocra. And Brina, you obviously noticed this as well because you are strapped to that Aarakocra.
You babysitting on him still?
She's still in the papoose.
Aww.
She's in the little baby carrier.
Baby Bjorn.
It makes her more mobile.
It in a way, or not. We'll see. We'll see how that turns out. When it looks at her, she is getting very nervous. That thing looks creepy.
Yep. But
it needs help. I don't know. Kerr, yeah, try talking to it because
It seemed to understand me.
Yes, so talk to it.
Obviously, Neris, you can understand what's being said as well from this creature.
Yeah.
Oh, we were so close. I don't know what's happened to my notebook. How long has it been since we've been on Jack time?
Oh!
We've had a few that we didn't put the board up for.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true because I think they made.
Anyway, imagine in my hands right now, dear viewer, is the words "Jack Time" scrawled very
Well,
badly in a
if
notebook.
you're a tier 1... No, actually, I don't know which tier it is, but if you're on Discord with us, there is a Jack Time emoji, which you could use right now.
there is.
There is one for our at one of the tiers. I think it might be tier 3 now, actually, for subscribers on Twitch. So sorry about that, guys. I'm cut off for a little while.
Oh, yeah,
but tier 1, maybe.
Yeah, we've only got Clapbot in Twitch. Haven't even
What more
got
do you
Jack's
need?
face anymore. True. It's like we used to have Jack's face.
I think. There's definitely 3 different tiers and 3 different emojis for that. But perhaps I removed myself feeling I wasn't worthy. It's quite possible. But anyway, he said self-effacedly. As you guys are.
Quick
so the rest of
question,
you are
because
hearing this slurpy horribleness. Go ahead, Neris.
Quick question, well, just because I'm a latecomer, have I said anything or interacted with this creature before my arrival right now?
Nope.
At all? Okay.
Not at all.
Cool. Thank you.
No worries. You've just noted you can speak it and you don't know... that you can understand it and you don't know why you understand it.
And I haven't told anybody else, I haven't translated anything for anybody else.
You
Other
haven't
than,
translated
it says
anything.
help me.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, Kerr, it's sort of then goes,
Hello. How can we help you?
Well, that's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, we can understand him still, right?
yeah, you
Because
can
of tongue?
understand him. He just speaks and they can understand, right, with tongues.
Yeah.
The creature looks back, kind of glances at you, Brina, for a moment, and you feel this almost a shiver run up your spine, the cold deadness to these eyes when they look at you. Almost like it's not viewing, it's not like it's a person looking back at you. It looks like it's analyzing you like you were an item at a shop, or like for instance a piece of meat at a butcher's, like the way that it's looking at you.
Yeah, she's shrinking back into his feathers.
And it then looks up at Kerr and says, and speaks back to him, which Neris, you understand it's saying, "Help me."
Malar,
How can we help you?
Malar, hearing that, just fucking goes up to the thing and starts to try and unbury him.
When we get within 30 feet, can I hear anything or detect thoughts?
Yes, good call. Detect thoughts. All right.
And also,
Brucon will
can I
also.
hear any...
I was just going to say, Brucon's going to emulate Malar.
Oh, then you're going to go towards it.
Yeah, go towards it and start trying to move the rocks.
Sounds good. You'll
Can
move
I hear
past
any
Seth.
other thoughts come in within 30-foot range other than the party?
Yes, you do.
How many?
You hear one other voice. So you first hear the creature that is. You can hear it. Help me! I need help. I'm dying. And then the second voice you hear is saying, "Just a little closer. Just a little closer."
I'm gonna cast message to Malar and say, "Stop!" So that only me and him can hear it. And I say, "There's someone else. It wants you to get closer." And only Malar can hear this because it's just message.
Cool. So, Jack, do you need
medallion,
an athletics
and
check from Brucon to start moving this rubble? What are you looking for here, buddy?
No, I forgot you. No, I say if Brucon's right next to him.
Well,
then, yes,
Brucon is
I just
moving
say out loud.
past you, so is moving past you, so you can stop him if you want with your hand.
Yes,
and
I
then
wanna
message
stop
Malar.
him.
Do you want to do that? Yeah. I'll be nice, guys. Come on, I'm not going to screw you over. Because Brucon, you were behind anyway, so
Yeah.
You put out the thing and you message Malar. What are you saying to him?
Message Malar, I say, "Stop! There's someone else. It wants you to get closer."
Malar, what are you doing?
I probably move 5 more feet in the direction I was going before I actually stop.
Cool. There's now a 5 feet gap. So there's a 5 feet gap between you and the creature, roughly.
So I hand the torch off from my trunk into my hand, and then the trunk comes out and starts to sniff the air.
Okay.
Am I able to detect any particular sense of animals here, or?
Go ahead. Make a perception check with advantage because you're smelling.
Shawnee. Okay, that's 20, non-natural.
Okay, so you're getting an overwhelming smell of the Aarakocra and their beginning to decay bodies. The creature as well gives off a scent, but it is a strange scent that you have not smelt before. It's damp, got that kind of. There's a bit of the damp quality about it, but equally, it's like then got almost a light. If you imagine damp bottled into air freshener form, that's kind of the smell.
I will hold the torch aloft, casting as much light as I can around, start to look, and just say out loud, "Oh, whoever is out here, I implore you to reveal yourself. We mean you no harm."
Can I probe deeper into the thoughts of the one that said just a bit closer, as Marla says that? He needs to make a wisdom
think so.
save.
Do you need to be able to see the creature, or is it just being able to sense it?
No, it's all thoughts. I can just probe into the thoughts of a creature that I'm within range.
Which save?
But it will become
Wisdom
aware.
save.
It will
Wisdom
become
save.
aware.
They become
if you
aware,
start.
so they know that the thoughts are being read.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yep.
And if they save on it, then the spell ends completely. So I can't keep detecting, like, I can't keep trying different people. It's just like a one person.
Hey, no worries, Steph. It's it's a roll of the dice. Let's see what happens here. All right. Fails. It's a 9. Right. What are you looking for? Let me probe deeper.
Sorry, what did it say? You can shift. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates. So probably just focusing on to its reasoning and emotional state, as in, is it like super calm and just wants to kill us?
There is a chillingly calm air to it. It has one focus, and that is to feed.
I'm just going to say out loud, it's hungry. And I'm going to start to hold an Eldritch Blast in my hand, because I want Eldritch.
Nope.
Brucon looks up.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. No, I also
It's
like.
fine.
No, this is good. I'm just enjoying the whole suspense moment. It's been a long time coming.
I love that we've got a Greek chorus here as well. So we kind of like turn into the audience and go, "This is really cool." Yeah, Brucon looks up, but in particular, trying to detect any flesh brolly like shapes.
Cool. Good shout. Make a perception check, please.
There's one over your head.
Yeah, Brucon looks up directly into a dark mantle.
It falls onto your face.
It's when
Perception
Jack
is
builds it
way.
all up with he's like, you walk into a cave and there's about 100 stalactites on the ceiling, and you're like, oh, that's cool. That's a good thing.
Would you like to know what I rolled just there, Jack?
Go ahead.
The bloody damn filter doesn't work. Right, it was a natural one.
Oh,
I was going to
buddy.
gesture to the natural one on the t-shirt, but anyway, it was a natural one.
Brucon,
can't see
you look to the ceiling, and despite the fact that this is a very newly formed cave, literally within the last day, you swear that there are several stalactites on the ceiling. Sorry, stalactites on the ceiling.
Yep, tights, yep.
Yep, mites
Tights up top.
Yep. Been a little while. You swear that there are several up there, and you think, yes, that is a hut. You're feeling Admiral Akbar. It's a trap vibes. There are flesh brollies all over that damn ceiling.
Okay, Brucon pulls out his cookery and goes, "Everybody, watch out, Brina. If an umbrella falls on your head, be afraid."
Okay.
I say Neris goes, ah! Neris goes paler than before.
Paler than alabaster.
I'm just
Yes.
waiting to see
Translucent, I don't know.
yeah. Neris turns.
Glow in the dark.
the creature that now knows Seth is poking at its brain. I want to see what happens with that.
Okay, Seth.
Seth has made brain contact with something fucked up.
This is how you get brainless.
At the last moment, Seth, as you're probing deeper into this
Brainierial
creature,
disease.
at the very last moment, you hear a breath of air right next to your ear, and a creature lunges out at you. Does a 16 hit?
No.
All right. Excellent. So instinctively you dodge and avoid the flashing blade. It appears to be of a you recognise as one of these newfangled martial art type longswords that you've seen some of these Aarakocra wielding. And as you turn around, the rest of you see this as well. There is an Aarakocra. It seems one of the dead ones has got up and has taken a swing at your Mer-Elf companion. Can everyone roll initiative, please?
Oh, here we go.
Damn.
My gird.
Not as I was expecting.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's good.
I never do this. I'm supposed to have a natural 1 for initiative at all times.
What is this? What is this rubbish?
Yeah, I'm not used to this. I don't understand.
Oh.
I'm just switching camera.
Okay.
It's doing the usual problem.
Classic.
Combat type. Yeah, thank you, Pavel, for your highlighted message. Excellent.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Combat time!
There
There we are, that's more like it. Boom. Here we are. Here you folks are. Let's move this round so you've got a bit of a better view.
Wait.
Oh no, you can see behind the scenes. You want to see that? See the computer?
I mean, what?
The Inception. So there is the.
We want to see your notes, Jack. That's what we want to see.
Yeah.
Oh no, those are well and truly out of the way. There's no problems there.
Please.
I was looking forward to that then. I could see the camera slowly moving up, and I was just waiting. I was like, how high can it go? How high is it going to go before it falls back?
All right. So, I need to roll initiative. I must remember that.
That's so
What
Martha's
a
natural 120. Their initiative. It's fine.
Anyone get 20 or above? Anyone?
20!
20 on the dot.
Oh, Brucon got 23.
Fuck. Why is that an option?
Did you just get out?
Just remove me from the call.
I tried to zoom in on your view because it's so tiny.
But if I can't zoom in, I'll see nothing.
Spectacular.
Well,
What?
I just want.
I don't want combat.
I just want.
By the way, Marshall, I've got to tell you that the option I've just tried the option you're actually looking for. It doesn't really help.
No, I want. And speak of you doesn't.
Speak of you, yeah.
If you move everyone else into the top circles on Skype, then I should be full screen, I think.
Oh, testing.
Yeah.
It keeps on bringing other people back down. Hold on, there we go.
So it was a 20 for Seth, who I tell you what, because in this campaign I feel like the deck, when you do initiative and then you go with whoever has the highest dex, is not very fun for the low dex guys. Can I have Neris and Seth roll off, please?
Yes. Official rules as per the book. Ultimate power.
I was gonna go 18, and then it moved one more, so it's got 5.
Well, that's lovely, but Brucon rolled a 23.
Yeah, you're top. You're top of the pecking order, buddy. I've got
We
that.
both have 20.
It's a roll off between the same. Yeah.
Yeah. 20 to 15. Anyone in there?
18, Brina.
18. Very nice, Brina. Oh, Christ. I need to roll for... Hang on. I'll roll for Kerr. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? Yep, he's not as
They're all
high.
so high. Oh, except him.
She's likely gonna burn through
Anyone else?
through the caboose anyway.
No? Okay. 15 to 10.
Neobrin? Unless
Ooh, what'd you
anyone's got higher than 12. 12?
No?
12. 12.
12
Cool.
for Leo. And I think... Mala, what'd you get? 8. Lovely. Oh dear.
Jack, thanks for that.
It's good when the DM's your
Lovely,
biggest fan.
and also yikes.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yikes. No.
Congratulations.
You're not
Have you
bottom of the
rolled a
order,
second
don't worry.
character?
Don't worry, you haven't rolled at the bottom of the table, so you're okay. You're okay. Just second from bottom, which isn't great, but we knew what we were getting ourselves into, didn't we? Anyway, so top of the order is Brucon. Now, Brucon, as you can see, you are next to your good friend Seth there, so you can see that he is facing off against this little Aarakocra here. Something very unsettling about this Aarakocra. Its eyes, something about it seems off.
Why can't I make you the middle one? Right, so I can see the Aarakocra. Okay, and I see
Got
it lunging
blood all
for
over it, but it somehow is up and walking.
my good buddy Seth von Seffington. So Brucon will step smartly into the breach and hit it, or attempt to anyway.
Ah, full attack. Make an attack roll.
Yes. So first attack.
Just checking, because obviously with cameras and stuff, are you able to get flanking on him?
I mean, given my speed is 40 feet and I was next to it, I'm guessing yes.
Yes, you can do that. You can do that.
Splendid.
Flanking
So
roll, being all dumb, rendering help useless.
Yes, we house ruled in another campaign I'm in to have flanking give +2 to attack rolls instead of advantage in order to not.
I've heard a few different.
You're getting Pathfinder in our D&D. What are you doing?
Yeah, quite. Right. Anyway.
Yes.
So does that mean I attack with advantage?
Yes, you do.
Splendid. Right, first attack
Advantage.
then. Well, that is a
Nice.
Natural 20.
the t-shirt is working for me already. I'm balancing out rolls. So that was that. And then
Yes,
the second
that's happy.
one is not a natural 20, but it is a 23.
23 hits for sure.
Splendid. So that'll be 3d6 plus 10. No, not 10. Plus 8 damage for the cookery attack. So that is 20 damage.
20 damage. Very nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a
And
big old
then-
hit. It looks even more bloody than it did before.
Yeah. And then Brucon's going to do two things. He's going to burn through some key points here. Actually,
Okay.
No. He's going to use one, and he's going to do the patient defense martial arts ability to give him the dodge action as bonus.
Okay.
Did you attack
Sounds
the
good.
second time?
Yeah,
Yes,
I rolled 2 with advantage.
Alright.
But that's my bonus action, so I can't make an additional unarmed strike, but that's fine. And that is Brucon's turn.
Next is Seth. So now you also get advantage due to flanking.
I am going to draw my rapier,
Okay.
and as I draw it, it starts to get a small shimmer around it, with sort of little bits of crackles of electricity as I cast Booming Blade and attack.
New spell.
Oh, Seth doing magic. What is this nonsense? Although Leobrin's not
And that is
surprised,
a
'cause insight.
17 on the dice, so 25 overall.
Neris looks on in suspicion.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
that's-
Rena
and
definitely is
rightly.
paying attention.
25 is going to hit, sure.
Okay. I've forgotten how much my speed stack is. Is it 3d? $25 damage.
Oh, and with that mighty hit, it crumples to the floor.
Good thing I spent a key point on dodging a dead something.
I mean, you dodged its body because it fell backwards
Yeah.
towards you, so you managed to get out of the way of that, because, you know, don't want to take that bludgeoning damage.
And since I've seen it rise from the dead, I'm going to yell out to everyone, look out for vampires! They could all be turned.
Oh shit! Snap. And I never did get that cookery silvered. But Brucon goes, but I didn't get my cookery silvered, and it seemed to go down okay. So not sure quite what's going on here.
Neris, you're next on the initiative, just outside the cave.
Yeah, I was just thinking where in relation to all the things that are going down.
Yep.
And one is down. I'm assuming. Where's
Yep.
what should I hit? I don't know. I'm
Well,
a bit
this is the thing.
confused.
There's no hostiles
Not us.
attacking you at the moment. There's now with that one down, it would appear that it's just the creature at the end that's half submerged in rubble.
And these are supposed to be vampiric or some
That's what
stuff like
Seth's
that.
saying. But you know Seth, with his weird ideas and slaying many four-legged canines. And two-legged, actually, as it goes.
What does that have to do with
Well-
the vampire stuff?
I don't know. Judging
Neris
character.
has a certain level of attitude towards this now, where it's like, if somebody says it's bad, it's probably as bad or worse.
Yeah.
So she's gonna look at Seth and look at the thing, and look at Seth again, and look at the thing, and then I guess firebolt.
Do you want to
On
go
which
into the
one?
cave at all? Or are you happy where you are?
The one that just came down.
This boy.
I'm happy where I am. I'm just gonna go I'm gonna set it on fire. I'm gonna step away from the Oberyn so I don't set him on fire.
Sure.
Because I'm going to be
What?
setting myself on fire.
Oh yeah, because of yes. You may remember her. She seems to be.
I'm being
breathing flame
very
and cast fire
considerate
magic.
right now.
You are.
Since her resurrection, it's all been a bit weird.
Yes. And I'm just going to make sure the thing stays down, and I would like to set it aflame with firebolt, if that's sufficient. I think that's sufficient.
Yes, I mean, so you need to roll to hit. The target is prone, so you will have disadvantage.
Yeah. Disadvantage.
Yeah.
But it is also
I
dead,
thought-
so I'm going to say it's a flat roll because it's not moving.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I really disadvantage to hit a non-moving target on the ground. That's
I'll
not
say for
very
this it's a
prone.
straight roll, given that it's dead.
I
A
think
what?
he just wants to see you firebolt me again in a cave.
Oh,
where there
it's
are
a what
potential
roll?
dark mantles.
So
Flat
it's just
roll.
it's a flat roll, just 1d20 because you have advantage because
Yeah.
it's dead, but you have disadvantage because it's prone. So straight.
Well, I did just roll a natural 20.
roll. Yay! All right, double your
On a
damage
corpse!
dice. That
Yes!
is a lot of firebolt damage if you roll well. So go for it.
Yeah. So firebolt is I haven't used that in a long time.
2d10.
2d10, there we go. I had to look that up. I've just been all again as our Scorcher, you know how it is. You know how these things are. Yeah. So that is 6 plus 8. So that is 14 damage.
All right. Yeah, a lot of feathers burn up. You char the corpse. It's still there, but it's a lot. It's shrunk quite a lot from that
And-
mega hit.
From an RP perspective, it's kind of like she just wanted to cast just a little firebolt.
Oh, so
Not like,
hang on.
ah,
Remember it's double the dice. So because you've just done 2 dice so far, right? 'Cause you're level 5.
Yeah.
So you should do
Crit.
another 2, right? Because it's a crit.
All right. Okay. Well,
So even more
keep
than-
going. So that's a plus 9.
Oh Jesus.
So 23 damage. So,
Plus.
yeah,
So that was just one of them. So and then
Oh.
another 5 on
Shit.
top of that.
me and my big mouth.
But
Right.
from an RP perspective, she just kind of stepped to the side and went like, whoosh, and it kind of went too far. Like it's like more energy came out than she expected.
Woo.
It's just like this
You know when
immolation
you know when you're
happened.
standing there, you just weren't expecting that much to come out. Yeah, I get it.
But
magic,
basically,
guys, magic.
it just happens, and all this immolation happens. She just kind of goes like, just pretends everything's fine. This is fine.
This is normal, as I meant for this
This
to
is
happen.
normal.
Brucon turns and goes, "Someone cooking chicken."
Turns around and sees me on fire.
I
In
feel
front of-
Neris should probably
Yeah.
consider a job in a crematorium when this is all over. I mean, this is now the
Yeah.
4th corpse you have now charred, so...
I don't want them coming back.
Alright,
Making
good.
sure.
Excellent.
Good vampire tactics.
Okay, Brina, it's you next. You're strapped to Kerr, as you can see, sort of. What did you want to do? seeing this.
Brina's very. That creature's very nervous. She's not even really paying much attention to Deda or Kokra at this point. That creature looked at her, and that gaze was terrifying. And she is going to hold. She's going to hold a fireball and watch what happens with that creature.
Sounds good.
Fireball?
Wait, fireball. Okay, cool, great. That's fine. I'm
She's
not bothered
nervous.
about that at all. Yeah, hold a fireball inside a
I'm
confined space.
down
will
with
be
that
fine.
approach. I'm down with that approach.
Oh, why are there two of them?
Okay, Leo, you're next. Just behind Bruna there.
Oh, right. They're
Oh.
all down? They're all done? They're all dead?
It's been burned up. You've just got the alien-like creature at the end that's been asking for help. That's the new one.
I was just clearing the path so we don't have multiple counters again, just in case.
It's a good plan.
But the trap thing hasn't attacked us, or
Nope, hasn't
had
done
thoughts of attacking us, according to Seth. Aberrant looks around, goes, cool. I guess we get back to saving the tentacly fellow.
Yeah.
End of turn.
Yeah.
Stay where you are. Just shall we save him?
I guess we get back to
Aren't there
saving him, and
lots
by we, I mean you guys.
The Aberrant goes
Lots of
forward.
Aarakocra corpses?
Well, mostly the Aberrant is looking confused, like, well, do we...
Well, let's put you.
Why does time appear to have frozen? Why aren't we all going forward to help our new... the trapped person?
The creature. Yeah. Okay, Leo, that's fine. I'm guessing you're tentatively moving forward, so I haven't done your full movement. I've just put you just in front of Brina. I feel like that seems like a good place. Maybe not blocking Brina, but yeah, just tentatively moving closer. Okay.
Just double checking that I get it right, but did Seth say out loud that something was hungry? Was that out loud?
But that was the... I don't know whether James or Seth said it, but that was the voice.
Did you message that to Malar, didn't you, to make him stop?
Messaged that to Malar, but it was not the voice.
I messaged Malar to make him stop, and then Malar said, and then Malar said, "Come out to behind the rock."
But Seth made it clear it was a different voice. It wasn't the same.
The hungry voice is now a dead body on the floor.
Yes.
No.
No. A different one.
Yes.
I thought it was. I thought the thing that lunged out at you was the hungry voice.
Yes,
No.
yes, it was.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because you sense it in 30 feet of you, right? It's not 30 feet ahead of you; it's 30 feet around you. So.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought the thing was coming from behind the.
Right. Yeah, I misunderstood too. Okay.
Oh yeah, apologies guys. Sorry. Yeah, no, it came from near the entrance. It was one of the bodies lying down, then got up and sprang out. Anyway, speaking of that now charred corpse. Okay. From it, bursting out of the cranium of this charred creature, emerges. It moves so quickly; it's very hard to catch it. But Brucon, as it dives towards you, it looks like a brain with legs, and, with very small claws and stuff, and it strikes at you.
With legs.
Now remember, I did dodge.
You did dodge. That's true. So actually, it's only a straight roll. So I had advantage before, so I'll re-roll. That seems fair.
Watch him crit this anyway.
Does a...
If you're asking that question, the answer is better. No, go on.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm so sorry. You need to make an intelligence saving throw as it lunges towards you. Yeah.
Oh no, intelligence.
and it makes an attack against you. I misread. So fortunately, the attack misses because that was an 11 to hit. But
the 11 to
Is the attack before or after the save?
Before.
Okay, cool.
Right.
It's not like a make save, you fail,
No.
now it
Here we
attacks
go.
you.
I am entirely in the hands of Gamblor here.
Yes.
Hey, really?
Natural 20. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
well, that's
Rolling the
weird.
bigs, all the smalls, and none of the mediums.
Yeah, yeah. The bell curve. I exist at your most extreme ends only.
Well, fortunately, because you succeeded,
Don't get my brain sucked out.
nothing nothing happens. Nothing goes wrong. But you feel this. You now see it as it's standing on top of the body. This four-legged brain. The kind of almost there's something quite feral about the claws that it has. It tried to slash at you with. But you feel it was trying to alter your mind, but you managed to shake it off. So you don't take any damage and nothing goes wrong and everything's fine. So next is Kerr, who is
I
strapped,
feel like
who
that
has
sentence
Brina
hurt
strapped.
you then.
What? What is that?
And he's like,
Brina, what should I do?
Attack it!
Okay, let's go.
and runs in.
Yeah.
At which point Brina goes, I may have miscalculated here.
Yes.
Oh shit! I'm stuck. That's literally do. So
you
go,
know that Warhammer meme about drive me closer, I want to hit it with my sword? that is Brina right now. Carry me closer, I want to observe you smash it.
she's that. I immediately regret this decision. He does hit it. Does Kerr? He lands a punch on it.
So, I might be shooting myself in the foot here, but it's up to you how you want to deal with that held fireball, given that I'm being lurched forward now.
No. I'm gonna say for now you're holding it. You also
Okay.
meant for it for the other creature, so you.
I did,
can
yeah. I
hold
just
it.
thought if you wanted to,
Mess
check
with you.
concentration or something, yeah.
Currently, no. If there's then a bit more of a tussle, then for sure, if Kerr gets hit, it's going to affect you. But currently, you're okay. So he hits it for 4 points of damage, and then he's going to bonus action. He's going to flurry of blows because he's a monk. He can do these things. Okay, a 2 and a natural 20. So yay, natural 20.
He
So
can half do
another
these
hit.
things.
So that makes up for it. So it's just like you hit with both. So, okay, I rolled a 1
Is that
3
4
times.
natural 20s already this evening?
Yes. All for you
I've had
guys.
2. No, I've had 3. No.
Yeah, so punchy in the brain. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, Animaniacs is back right now, so it seems...
very
only-
topical. Very appropriate. Where? I want to see that. Talk to me later about it. I definitely want that. Yeah. So, getting confused. Okay, yeah. So 3 good hits, the old slugger, on on that brain there. So yeah, good command there. So now it's Malar. It's Malar down the other end of the cave with this creature. You're a respectable distance from it.
So commotion, turn round.
What?
Trunk will take the torch out of my hand, and then I will use my now free hand cast Toll the Dead at this weird brain thing.
All right. Toll the Dead. So that's a wisdom save. Is that right?
It is a wisdom save.
DC what, sorry?
15. 1-5.
Just rolled a 16 on the dice, so it succeeds.
Dice.
Okay, 10. Fine.
Apologies. Well, I mean, I'm not sorry, but commiserations.
No.
There we go. All right.
Is the Lego head that I'm seeing there to the right of Brina?
Yeah, that's the brain.
That's the brain.
it's one of the only pink head-shaped things.
It works. It works very well.
Okay.
See, this is why Neris sets corpses on fire. To try to prevent that.
This is exactly why Neris sets corpses on fire.
Yeah, this
This is
specific
why I've
event.
learned
This
things.
specific thing. Yes, this specific thing. The chance of this happening.
When Neris was a young elf, one day someone said to her, Neris, it's very important that you immolate all corpses in case a tiny clawed four-legged brain.
Child
Emerges
Neris
from-
was sat down in front of a play of The Thing, puppet show of the thing. And
Now
since
let me
then,
tell you this jolly tale of Santa's Christmas helpers.
That's
They
exactly
know
it.
if you've been good or bad because they're in your head.
Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Thank you.
Okay.
That's a clip for Instagram for you right there.
Thank you for that. Malar, from behind you, you feel
no.
as you're concentrating on this brain, you then, at the last moment, feel a presence behind you, and turn to see this creature right in your face. The tentacles start to make their way towards your face.
Fireball goes off. Fireball goes off.
Fireball goes off. Okay, that will happen.
Fireball.
But let's
did
get
not
this
realise.
first, and then we'll
Yes,
fireball.
I did not realise it
We'll
was
just
fireball that you had readied. Oh god.
This
It
is.
was.
She's just like Diaz in Aliens, and they're like, dude, you're not supposed to bring like the explosive ammunition down there with all the explosives. And she's like, I don't care, I'm gonna do it anyway. Does a 25 hit?
Yes.
Oh no.
what? 20? Oh, you need to work on your AC.
Look at that face. Look at that face.
The thing is, DK, this is all your fault. So I've got zero sympathy for you on this particular occasion.
You take 12 points of psychic damage. Oh, sorry,
Oh.
sorry,
Never let anything live down.
16 points of psychic damage.
Oh, no.
My bad.
Well, that fireball's gonna really suck for Malar.
And you are
Yeah.
currently grappled by the creature as well.
Oh shit, Malar's the healer. Oh, this is really
Tonight
bad.
you also need
on
to make a
the
de-
final episode of Slice and Dice.
This is so
Is
bad.
this the end for Team Mum? Can you make an intelligence saving throw as well, please?
Oh no.
Oh, hang on.
It's not what you think.
Intelligence saving
I
throw.
think.
Do you have
Here we go.
inspiration?
No, I think I'm going to be all right with that. Actually, I'm 16.
16 does pass, yes. So you feel this aura come over you. For a moment, your joints all seize up, but you feel the power of the 8, and in particular, your patron, Festir, burning within you, the god of life and renewal, and fight off this aberrant sort of effect that seems to be trying to take its clutches onto you. You are, however, still grappled by this creature, and as you look into its dead-like eyes, you see a light appear in its eyes, and the rest of you see the whole place erupt around these two in their clinch as a fireball goes off. I'm guessing you're dropping it directly onto the creature, right, Brina?
Yeah.
So it's a 20-foot radius, which... Oh. Yeah.
I hope you're happy, Seth.
It does catch Seth as well in the blast. He's
Wow. Well,
It's that small.
That's
Oh,
great.
gosh.
Caves and fire, man. Caves
Yeah.
and fire.
good scream.
so you need to make dexterity saves. You're grappled.
Oh,
I don't
do
think
I?
I'm not sure if that
Do
affects dexterity saves actually. I think you're fine. It's just speed to 0. I think that's paralyzed. You're going to be affected by. But correct me if I'm wrong, there, chaps. Anyway, rest
Wait.
of you.
Grappled is just speed stop.
Wait,
Yeah,
nothing
does
else.
who needs to make dexterity checks?
Just
Sorry,
Seth,
it just cut out for me.
Malar, and the creature.
Alright.
Cool.
It's not grappled
I-
and restrained, is it?
I
I
rolled-
believe it's just grappled. Let me double check. No, it's just
I
grappled.
rolled a 3,
Oh
so
dear.
that's an 11 overall.
Okay. And
Oh,
Malar,
let's go by
Malar, what did you get on your dex save?
I rolled a 17.
Hey! And the creature failed with 10.
Man,
Okay. So.
I mean, this is still gonna suck mightily for everybody.
It is. It's 86. So yes.
I was trying to work out where I am, but I'm off frame, so I'm fine.
Yeah, you.
Half of that and I die. Oh, unconscious.
It's 15. And. 22. It's not horrible. 24, 28. 28.
28 fire
Holy
damage to those who
fucking-
failed, half for those who succeed.
How are you
Seth,
doing?
Does Seth not have evasion?
But he failed the save.
Can you not? Oh, okay.
Isn't that like half and
Oh, is
nothing?
it half? if you save.
Can I uncanny
Oh,
dodge
hang
that?
on. Sorry, the creature had advantage.
Uncanny
so
dodge is what I.
The creature had advantage, so I need to re-roll that. Hang on.
I would think you could uncanny dodge.
Let me have
What was the DC, sorry?
16.
Okay, still failed.
So 28.
When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction.
I
save
think that's
count as
evasion,
getting
isn't
hit?
it?
Uncanny dodge.
You need
Is it
you need
uncanny?
evasion
Evasion just means you take 0 damage if you save.
or
If
half if you
evasion-
fail. Whereas
evasion
I
is
think
not-
uncanny dodge is for an
evasion is
attack,
not
not for
good.
a saving throw.
But I don't think Seth has evasion yet.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
You're
no,
only
no,
level
yeah.
6, only level
Okay,
5
yeah.
in rogue, so yeah.
Yeah, it's a level 6 thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
You're like, cool. I'll take some lot damage. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah,
Sorry,
you can't.
guys.
So you
You
can't
can't
I
uncanny
look back.
dodge an area attack.
No.
You can't
Oh,
go
fire
away
hits
out of
me.
this one.
As the fire hits me, I just turn back and go, "Damn it, Maris!"
Maris is there
me.
on fire as well, which is really
Yeah.
Really
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Smoking
Fire
gun right
is
there.
Actually-
Maris.
You know what? She just goes like, she just keeps looking like wide-eyed, like, what is happening? That's supposed to be me,
You're like, did I do that?
but
Did I
it
think that?
wasn't.
Top
Yeah,
of the
she could
round.
go like,
It's
What?
when Maris is standing behind. She's
Yeah.
standing behind Kerr, so it just looks like from Kerr's chest a fireball came out. And she's like,
Yeah.
Kerr.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kirk
And
goes,
she
"Wah."
was like, she really was like, all tucked back in the feathers when it looked at her, so it was as well. So she's barely visible.
I mean, if you were on Kerr's back, like Yoda style, like that would be a very nice image, rather than more sort of infantilized in the front in the papoose. So it's
Yep.
sending off fireballs. Amazing. Oh dear. Aerial support, a la Brina and Kerr, the dream team. Top of the round, Brucon.
Right. Brucon looks, sees the smoke clears, and Brucon can see Malar locked in a death grip with this here dumbass. How distance-wise? What are we looking at here, Jack?
Distance between you and that lot, you can reach there. That's straight line 35 feet, I think. or
Cool.
30.
Okay. Okay. Well, Brucon's going to leap dynamically over the intervening scenery,
That's 30 feet to get
And-
there.
and he is going to open up on this guy because he's attacking the dispenser of hit points. So
The
we'll
bringer
have
of sweets.
Yeah, indeed. Man! You get your hands off my man! And so we've got two
My
attacks
man.
with a cookery.
Yep.
Oh dear. Well, one's a natural one, and the other is a 13.
Unfortunately, both miss.
Yeah, I had a
You
feeling
notice
they might.
as you go to the strike at this time, these long black robes and a purpley cloak with a red trim, along with breastplate armor, but it's very crude. But well, to the untrained eye, it's very crude. For you, Brucon, there is some ingenuity behind the construction of this breastplate. But it's unlike any design that you've come across in your travels, and in Burikrin, particularly in Rundar, the capital. It's a melting pot of different cultures, and you've never seen anything quite like this in its design.
Yeah. This is an outside context robe.
Yeah.
Okay. This is slightly meta, but to be fair, there's shenanigans afoot, so I feel like it's still a reasonable response. So Brucon is going to spend a key point to Blurry of Flows. So 2 more attacks against this guy.
Mhm.
That's better. So we have a 17 and a 22.
Both hits.
Excellent. And Brucon is going to immediately spend another key point for Stunning Strike. So then
So it's a
I'll
wisdom. What save is it? Sorry for.
it's a Constitution saving throw with a DC of 14.
Okay. Constitution say.
Indeed.
Oh, wow. Oh, excellent. That's a fail.
Splendid. Can I get advantage? So if that was the first attack, can I get advantage on the second one just in case I get a crit? Or do you want to roll them? Do you want to roll them as simultaneous?
Well, because it's flurry of blows and you've rolled them both already, I would say
that's fine.
let's go it that way because you've then declared stunning afterwards. Yeah.
Sure. No, that's fine. Yeah, it's when you hit with a melee weapon attack, but anyway, that's fine.
How?
Okay, so it's stunned, and I'm gonna roll 2d6 and add 8. It takes 18 damage.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
And then, because I've flurried of blows and I'm drunk, that gives me an extra 10 feet of movement. So Brucon's gonna slide around to the back.
Slide to the left. Slide to the crisscross and other bits.
Everybody, clap your hands.
Right, do the cha-cha slide into the back of the creature, yeah.
Cha-cha real smooth. And that's Brucon's turn. With a pretty good turn on the whole, I think.
All right.
Does it let go of Mala now it's stunned?
I think it does. Yeah, I think it's stunned. It'd be
Incapacitated.
I would have thought it would have dropped the grapple. It's logical. I don't know what the rules say, but as far as I'm concerned, that makes sense. So that's what we'll go with.
Yeah.
The condition grappled ends if the grappler is incapacitated. Stunned.
Excellent. There we go. So even the rules say it's fine, but even if they didn't, I'm saying it makes sense, so this works. Let's do it.
Yay!
Right. It's grapple. So its grapple drops, and it goes a bit. So the tentacles go a bit limp around you, Mala. Which, given your appendage on your face, you're aware of what this means. It's loosened its grip.
Sounds so wrong.
Everything I say sounds wrong when I say it, because my phrasing choice is, slightly bawdy. So anyway. Moving on.
If I was print screening every time Marshall made a no, that's wrong face,
made the what the fuck Marshall face.
My hard drive would rapidly be full, and it's quite large.
Excellent, good. Keep those. We should have a montage one time, maybe for Christmas. Next up is Seth.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Cool.
Facing
I'm going
down
to pat the fire off me, and I'm going to walk up to it. Can I get? I don't need flanking. It's stunned. So I'm just going to walk up to it.
One slight thing there, Seth. I missed it with Brucon because I forgot there was a lot of things going on. But as you walk away, the brain can also get an attack of opportunity against you.
It's alive.
It's alive.
The brain's alive. The brain hasn't been killed yet. It's still there.
Cool. Go for it.
Anyway, it's
kept alive with experimental science.
It was outside of the blast.
Nice.
Unfortunately, you were.
Excellent work.
18 to hit.
Miss.
What?
Because my AC is 19 now.
Oh yeah, because you've got your shield equipped now, haven't you?
Because I've got a shield. So as I'm walking away,
Damn it.
shield up.
Yeah, Seth walks away from the brain, it goes to attack him, and he literally just rolls straight in the face.
I think it's more like more splat.
Yeah, you're right.
And then I'm going to, as I walk towards it, I'm going to point towards him, and as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Hexblade's Curse on him.
All right. That just works, doesn't it? I don't need to roll for that, right?
Yeah, nothing for that. It just goes on him like Hex. So there's Hexblade's Curse.
And there it just goes
a
like.
visual for it. I assume it's shadowy, sort of cursey looking stuff.
I would say, yeah. There's a slightly aquamarine quality to it, but yes, shadowy.
Seeing that, Neris just does a Wesley Snipes in Blade Runner kind of.
And as I go up to him, I'm going to start to cast.
Wesley Snipes is in Blade Runner. I need to.
Wesley, is it Wesley Snipes? Whatever. It's the Blade Runner. Blade, not Blade Runner.
Oh,
Thank
Blade.
you.
Yeah, I was
one
thinking, was he in the
word
second one?
too
I don't
much.
think so.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Some motherfuckers
I'm
always
going
try
to
to
cast.
uphill.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Booming Blade again.
Yep.
So my sword is again shaking with this electrical thunder energy, and I'm going to stab him through the brain.
Quick question. So the Hexblade's Curse is a bonus action?
Yeah.
Cool. Fine. Go ahead. Hit him with that booming blade. So.
And that's a 19 on. That's a 19 on the dice, which with Hexblade is a crit.
Oh yeah. Another great benefit of Hexblade. Okay, so you do crit, and equally you had advantage anyway because he was stunned, right? So you roll. I heard you roll multiple dice, so that's all good because Elven
Yeah,
accuracy.
I rolled,
all the things. Go ahead.
I rolled all 3.
Yep.
That's a lot of ones.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh, what? Do all the damage.
13. 14.
30
28 on the dice, plus 8 for my dex and hexblade.
So 28 plus 8, 36.
36 damage, yeah.
Wait, that was with mostly ones.
Apparently so. Describe to us how you
three
dispatch.
3 ones and 2 twos. The rest were high.
Describe to us how you dispatch the, as you guys have guessed, Mind Flayer.
I'm going to stab him through the brain to make sure that no brains come out, and then realize that my sleeve is still on fire, damn it.
There's so many brains in this brain.
And, oh, he died, didn't he? So I get 4 HP back from my cursed targets being dead.
Congratulations, James. You have successfully found a way to make rogues even more nonsense by adding warlock powers to them.
Yeah.
Good
Oh
work.
my lord.
I'm now done.
Are you? Good.
I don't think you're the only one who's done here, to be fair.
Still gonna get that brain.
There's still a little brain
Oh
scuttling
yeah,
around.
there's something for us to fight.
Neris, it's you next. And there is you can see this brain
Muted.
with legs.
You're muted.
Muted.
Marty, you're muted.
You're muted, you little
Sorry. Okay.
pesky little.
Is it within line of
person
sight? It is in line of sight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm just trying to see where the safe zone is, because I am trying to be better about barbecuing my teammates.
That's
Yeah,
very
you got
nice.
me for that
That's
now.
Growth. That is growth.
Yeah, exactly. She's really grossed out by this brain and just doesn't want any gross creatures near her, so she's going to cast again as our Scorcher,
Okay.
second level
So
on it, and hopefully gets more of the corpse that it was in, because I'm guessing it's within fire
what's
range.
what's the save on that?
1 second. 14 dex save.
Ooh, fails.
Yes!
Yes. Roll some more
Damage.
damage.
3d damage, darling. Okay, so it's 3d8. Alright, I need one more. So that is 10. 10 damage.
10 damage. Second level.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you do so, and with that, you barbecue the brain, and you can smell it's like slightly
Does it
like
crackle?
beef cooking. Yeah, there's a bit of a sizzle,
Like beef?
a little bit of a beefy smell, a beefy brain.
Just no. She just shakes her head and at everything that just happened in that cave.
And all of you also hear as this thing is barbecued, you hear telepathically ringing in all of your ears. Hear a scream out like, and then it dies away. And with that, we're back.
Loving the full sensory experience we're getting here. We've got smell-o-vision, we've got the sound effects. This is.
I'm so pleased that you have everything. That's what we're after.
Neris says,
Compass in game world.
so next time some random thing's asking for help, we don't. We don't help it.
I
This is
agree,
not-
and I stare at Mala.
Oh, now. Come.
No.
It is.
No.
But Ms. Ner- but
No. No.
But Ms.
Just
Neris,
shh.
so.
I
No.
don't think that's particularly the lesson we should learn from this.
Leo, I am on fire. Again.
Yes, we should definitely put you at the front along with, looks at the damage dealers, like Neris and Brina, and then the rest of us can hang back. Oh, Brucon can go forward as well.
No.
I'm sorry, Seth.
That's okay, Brina. Thank you for apologizing.
Seth's like,
Lana,
you're
do
too
you have
adorable, I
something to
can't
say
stay
to
mad at you.
Mala, do you have something to say to the group?
Now, Mr. Kosef, I am representative of the D8. It is my jurisdiction. In fact, it is my obligation to help those that are in need.
Then can you
I was
help
not
me?
aware.
While Malar tries to spin this situation, Brucon's going to have a little cast around to see if there's anything distinctive or interesting beyond the terrifying brain-eating monster thingy.
And Neris goes over, just shaking her head, but does a little mending on Malar.
Yeah, you can go over. And I don't know why I'm moving the figures.
Does that make
I just feel obliged.
Does that make Neris? Does that make Neris team cool aunt?
Not yet.
No. Okay.
This is my way of showing forgiveness for this flustercluck.
So as you guys are sort of gathering yourselves back together, as it all goes quiet after this brief encounter with alien beings, Brucon, you said you wanted to look around the place. You can either do perception or investigation. It's up to you.
It's definitely going to be perception. Now, every single time you dangle a perception test in front of me, I find myself caught on the horns of a dilemma, and that was disturbing. A brain just emerged from a dead monk, and Brucon quite likes the Aarakocra monks.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in a vulnerable space. So I'm going to do something super dumb, but to be fair, that is kind of Brucon's whole deal.
It's in balance with the universe, or his inner sense of the balance.
So Brucon looks down at the horrifying visage before him, shudders, and in a moment of weakness, pulls out the little pouch that Lady...
Greta Grouse,
Grouse gave him, and when... I mean, if there's ever been a time for this, it's now. And takes pulls out a banknote, rolls it up, taps some of the dust out, and then does a full-on snoot of the fallen stardust, or one charge of it.
Yep. Now I think it says on there what you got to do there, right?
So it gives me advantage on perception and all dexterity checks for the next 10 minutes.
And does it say anything about any negative side effects? I can't remember if I wrote it.
Yes, it does, but we haven't got there yet, Jack. Don't worry, I'm fully aware of the negative effects.
Excellent. Just because I don't have the notes out for it, because it's been such a long time. I was like,
No, I've got it. I've got them right here. I know exactly how this could go wrong, and it probably will. Anyway, in the meantime, this perception check.
You've got now good advantage, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
His senses are what you see. Almost cartoon-like, his pupils dilate as soon as he takes this dust.
Yeah, Brucon Brucon shudders for a moment and then quietly says under his voice, "I can see through time," and then rolls a 19 on his perception check, thanks to the advantage.
Apologies to those who missed the very beginning of the stream, but there was a warning that there may be hard drug use in this episode.
It should be any time Brucon's here. Anyway, so 19.
19. All right. Almost like putting on night vision goggles, you hear that very high pitched sound, or like a camera flash battery charging. Looking around the place, heightened awareness of the place. As you look around the wreckage, you're seeing these bodies now a lot more. Well, the fires have started up again for one thing, which is amazing. I mean, God, look how the flames flicker in the light of the wind that comes into this cave, and you can hear somebody approaching from the outside. That's how quickly and how intensely these thoughts are coming towards you, and this awareness is coming towards you, and you think you can hear a voice very far off away from you, or is it inside your brain? I don't know how close it is, but there's a voice there. Anyway, all right. you can hear somebody coming up from outside the cave. Yeah.
Brucon's head turns unnaturally fast in the direction, and he says, "Guys, there's someone coming! Someone's coming right now!"
So Leobrin and Brina, you're the closest to the entrance. So you turn around. I would imagine it being told this by Brucon. Correct me if I'm wrong.
As much as she can.
Sorry, Brina, you will be turning around because Kerr's turning around. So you, unfortunately, you're kind of railroaded into this.
Yep.
Anyway, Leobrin, you're first to see, but you see the diminutive form of again. I'm doing the figures, and you can't see that. Why am I doing that? Of your gnomish friend Bantam Quigley approaching the cave. He says, "Oh, what is this? I can smell some beef cooking on the." And then as he rounds the corner, "Oh my Dieu, what on earth is going on here? What have you been up to here?"
You don't by any chance have like a small brain creature living in your head that isn't your brain?
No, but I have eaten the brains of certain creatures.
Okay, no, this one is a brain. It's and like Leobrin will gesture to the intellectifier on the floor.
Brucon
Also, there's a
materializes.
squid.
Oh, that is ridiculous. I've not seen anything like this before.
Brucon materializes directly in front of Bantam and kind of like looks him really intensely in the eyes and goes, "I think he's telling the truth, you guys. It's okay. I think he's fine." And then shoots off again.
Rina's just giggling at how Brucon is acting.
And Bantam kind of, with a little smirk, leans over to Brina and goes, "It looks like someone has been at the Fallen Stardust. Is popular amongst the more higher classes in Larandas.
Well, he's just really cool. I don't think
I do not know where you would have got such a pure powder. It is quite hard to come by."
Point of order, kids. Drugs are not cool. Anyway, Brucon would like to inspect the meteor remains as well,
Sure.
see if there's anything going on in that sort of general vicinity here.
Well, yeah.
Can I give him a hand?
You can both investigate, or investigate with advantage, Brucon.
I'm going to trust super perceptive Brucon with advantage.
Yeah, 12, unfortunately, because investigation.
No, super perceptive Brucon with advantage.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
investigation, man.
it's investigation to search the rubble. But
Four
even still, you do find what takes your attention most of all is this very pure rock. It's almost like glass in how it's transparent. It's well formed, almost spherical, and it's. As you go to touch it, very hot to the touch. You immediately pull your hands away, but it's magnificence in how pure it is compared to everything else around you, which is more like charcoal and burned rubber. This doesn't seem to have been affected at all by the explosion and everything else that's happened in this cave. It's it seems like a precious stone of some variety.
Brucon turns to Seth and goes, Seth.
Yeah.
Seth.
Stay in school,
Yeah,
kids. Don't do drugs.
I think this is valuable. I think this is worth a lot of money, Seth. I think we could be rich. I mean, I am rich, but you could be rich too. We could be rich friends together. We could be rich.
I love this plan. I don't know why I'm so hyped now as well. But yeah, what are we taking? You forgot to tell me what it was.
Brucon starts punching the stuff.
Just punching all the rubble out the way.
I think I can punch it to pieces, and then we could take it and sell it and make lots of money. And just starts punching it.
Okay.
I'm so in. Why am I so hyped?
The best bit is none of this is anything to do with the negative side effects. This is just me having fun.
This is just you RPing it, and I'm here for it. So I'm going to give you inspiration, Brucon. However, you do take 9 points of fire damage from your repeated punching of a very hot object, and your hands now have blisters all over them.
That's fine.
Yes,
that's future Brucon's problem. Fuck him.
But it's like, but Seth, it's like Brucon can't even feel it, and you for a moment think, has he multiclassed into a barbarian? I'm the only one allowed to multiclass. What is this? And then silence.
I've completely lost track. What are we taking out?
It's a precious stone. It's almost spherical. It's like glass in that it's completely transparent. As you pick it up, it's kind of grey. So it's grey but see-through.
Should we ask Brina and Leo? They're smarter and more magical than we are.
Oh, yeah, that's a really good idea. They're the magic people. Brina, come and look at this.
I'm kind of tied up here.
Kerr, come and let Brina look at this.
And quietly, in your ear, Brina, Kerr goes,
I'm not sure we should trust him right now. We should probably stay here.
I mean, he's just excited he found something. I'm sure it's fine.
I saw him do something which didn't, and he's been acting strangely since.
What did he do?
He took a substance of some kind.
Oh, he drinks all the time.
No, it wasn't. It was powder of some kind. He took it up his nose, whatever it was.
Oh. So that's what that guy was talking about. I didn't get it. Okay. Well, then I want to make sure he's okay. Could you bring me there, please?
Okay.
Hesitantly brings you
Brina's
over.
got this really adorable way of just like railroading straight through dialogue. I absolutely love it. It's just like, well, you make some excellent points, but on the other hand, what if we tried this?
I mean, she has 20 intellect. I tried to kind of make her clever.
Oh, I love it.
She seems to always get her own way. What is this? Okay, yep, he takes you over there.
Okay.
You're now addressing Brucon at face level because of your now increased height. In fact, you're looking down on him slightly, which is a bizarre experience for you.
Hi, Brucon. I'm up here. Good.
Hi, Brina.
What you want to show me?
Look at this! And Brucon holds Brucon like gestures to the object.
Brina casts identify.
Ooh, Brina, why would you do this? Stitch me up.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. Okay, you identify this. So you cast identify on the item.
I do.
1 second.
Also, Brucon, what did you just take?
Jack, are you looking up the spell or are you looking up the item?
Both.
Okay, the spell will tell you pretty much everything about it, except if it's cursed. You don't have to tell us if it's cursed. Identify doesn't do that.
Ah, yes. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them. Fantastic, great. So, what you do?
Yeah,
learn,
whether it requires attunement and how many
this
choices.
item, I can't give you a name because it doesn't have a name, or at least not a name that you'd understand. But this item, it appears to be, it is some kind of navigation tool. It's a magically imbued object, and it seems that it's a navigation tool and a power core. It's like a battery that powers a particular, I guess, mechanical. It could be a mechanical creation. It could be some other inorganic vehicle. You're not, it's hard to decipher exactly what it would be used for. You just understand what it is from the spell.
Okay, so that thing we just killed, it came crashing down in this meteor, right?
Yes.
That's what happened. So I think he did that on purpose. I think this was kind of like his vessel, and he used this to navigate, and that's what probably powered this thing, I think, because that's what it looks like.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. You're really smart, Brina.
Thank you. What did you just snort?
It's the Stockholm Fallen Stardust. I was given it by Lady Greta Grouse as thanks for helping her out when we fought werewolves with her, and then she became a werewolf, but it was okay for reasons that I don't really understand now I think about it. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
And
it's fine. It just makes me perceive all of time.
Okay. And you feel good?
I feel amazing.
And you're okay? And
yes.
Okay. I think he's fine.
Thanks for asking, though, Brina. You're so kind.
I'm so looking forward to the come down.
Oh yeah, me too.
I think it's about 8 minutes
Waiting
away.
for it.
So this is some kind of navigation and power core, did you say? And for the ship?
I think that's what it was. We thought it was just a meteor, but given that this was in here, it seems to be a bit more of a vessel.
Do we think we can repurpose the vessel? Perhaps. I mean, at the very least, flying down the cliff will be a lot easier than trying to make the same journey we just did.
Considering
Yeah,
that
that
it
would be
crashed, I
It
don't
looks fairly
think
damaged,
I
doesn't
want
it?
to go with it.
If we can make
Are
it
we
work.
sure that this thing crashed here on purpose, even if it could be flown?
No,
I mean, I fly. I don't crash into mountains.
that's a good point.
I wasn't expecting us to just climb in and fly it. There was a sort of repair part. Like, I mean, this crystal is not inside it. I imagine it should go inside.
Ah, like if your wing is broken. Yes.
Yes.
Perhaps it
We
needs
heal
time
it
to heal.
rather than putting them down.
Does anyone have any experience on rock flying?
Well, there was that one time.
Name of the
No,
episode:
but-
rock flying.
No, but we also, you know,
How much does identify give me? Would I know?
we can all do magic.
No, you know what the item does. It wouldn't give you any. You couldn't
No.
speculate about whatever vessel, if there was indeed a vessel, the power
Yeah,
that
cool.
you'd use.
If you want to try and fly this, I'm just going to check the Aarakocra bodies for other brains and stuff.
While Seth is
Wait.
doing that, Malar will slap on a second level cure wound. That's what we've
Why
done.
don't I just turn them into ash instead? Because that was just
I think-
gross.
Stuff.
Yeah, but brains.
Stuff.
Fine.
Such
We
a
get
good
the stuff.
Alright, we'll stab the brains on any bodies that are left. Check the bodies, and then you can barbecue them if you want.
When Seth says barbecue, Brina kind of winces. She feels really bad about what she did.
Oh, well, it is almost lunchtime. I guess it is a good time to have a meal of some variety.
Do we have time?
Oh, no, I guess the time is of the essence.
Yeah, can we just do that?
Oh yes, of course. You can
Check
do a
body and brain stat.
survival check, please.
Says the gnome.
Maybe. He's transcended. He's now become the DM.
Yeah.
11.
11. Okay, so what was it you were looking for exactly? Just amongst the ruins?
I'm searching the bodies.
Searching the bodies. Ah, yes. Oh, okay. Okay, so the Aarakocra have seem to have travelled pretty light. Obviously, they're not far from their home. They are carrying one of them's carrying it looks like a baton, but I would guess a conventional it would be like a nightstick, a police baton with the kind of the right angle and then the long truncheon. Made entirely of wood, and it's lacquered wood, which Brucon you would recognise as a tonfa. So
Oh my god, are we at are they the police of this? Because if so, we're at a police crime scene and we've just done drugs. This is not going well for us.
The one of the others has a sai, so like a curved small
Yeah, I
sword.
know a sai.
Yeah. The third one is carrying a nunchaku. Or nunchuck.
The ancient heart of Nunchaku.
Nunchaku.
Ooh, Brucon's really fun right now. Brucon, why don't you try these?
Ooh, hello. Brucon kind of zips over again at full speed and kind of peers excitedly at them, and goes, "Look!" And he tries to attach the the tonfa to the nunchaku, and starts doing like katas.
You can make a sleight of hand check. I'll give you advantage because of your manic state.
Yes.
I turn to Mallow.
Natural 20. And the other roll was the other roll was a 19. Brucon is now officially a drug addict. This is how he rolls at all times.
These dice. These
I completely forgive Mallow for this. This is great.
So, given your background, Brucon, not only your martial arts training, but your rather fortunate upbringing, shall we say, you managed to not only rapidly nunchuck around the tonfa, but you basically arrange it so it looks kind of like a bow tie.
Outstanding. Yeah, Brucon goes, yes.
Just hold him. It's like weird ass puppet made of martial arts weapons.
Yeah. By the way, Jack, the magic time frame on the Fallen Stardust is 10 minutes. I'm guessing we're about 3 or 4 in.
Yeah, you're almost at the halfway stage, I'd say, at this point.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm coming down. Not yet. Cool. So I get nunchaku, and which is I believe the rules.
Basically, it would be like a club, so just a martial arts weapon. So it would be what 1d6 now with your level.
Yeah.
Not especially powerful.
No, but that's fine.
Yeah, and the sai as well, same, because that would be like I think a scythe, I think.
Or
a dagger anyway.
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with dagger.
Because I think sides martials. Let's
maybe short swords.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Just
either way, it's a 1d6 now anyway because of your level.
Yeah. So let's say short sword because daggers are thrown, and it doesn't sound like this thing can be thrown.
I mean, in real life, sai is a blunt weapon.
I'm thinking of the scythe. Have I said the wrong thing?
Yeah, Sais are not.
Sais are like three-pronged blunt weapon.
They're not blunt. They're for stabbing.
No, they're flat on the end.
Okay.
But they are essentially. Sorry, but no. Oh, sorry. We're talking the sais. What? Electra uses, right? And Raphael. Yeah. Well, I mean, in fairness, in those depictions, you would still use them as daggers, so they are daggers.
But that's because those animations don't know what the sai is.
Yeah, but you know, it's fantasy, guys. You can throw this. It's fine. It's fine. You've got a throwable, cool-looking dagger.
It's fine.
We'll forget the realism for this. It's fine. It's fine. I won't get because
they're very cool real weapons.
You could use them to disarm people.
Yeah.
Like, we won't get into that stuff.
Yeah, you put a side to someone's temple and they're out. They're gone. They're dead.
But the tonfa is interesting. So we'll get to that later. But it's essentially a club for now. Yeah, remind me. It may come up later on. Sorry, you were saying, James.
So I was just say, guys, do we need anything else from here, or should we head up to the Manticores?
I guess we should head up, probably. And yeah, we can always come back. What are we doing with the orb? What are we going to do with the orb? Are we taking the orb? Have we got the orb? Has somebody got the orb?
Are you asking about the orb?
The orb, yes, the orb. The orb.
Which orb?
This orb. What are we doing?
About what?
Brucon kind of looks at Seth, like there's a pause. Brucon looks at Seth and then goes, "Yes," and then pulls out a bag or something and tries to stow the orb.
Well, I would be happy to take the orb for safekeeping if you would like.
Brucon looks at Bantam, looks at the orb, repeats 7 or 8 times, and then hands it over.
Oh, you will not regret this. Thank you. And places it away. So, shall we continue to the area?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Brucon runs out of the fissure.
I sense that
Drugs.
evil presence has gone. Brugon, you hear this first in your mind.
Oh,
Followed followed shortly by the rest of you, but milliseconds ahead of everyone else. Brugon, you hear this?
Yeah.
That sounds like the master.
Yes. You should find me. I am not far. You must get to the third test of the path. I am in hiding. I cannot give myself away. But if you find me there, perhaps there is hope for the Eyrie after all.
At least he's on the way.
The soundtrack to this conversation provided by DK is quite interesting.
Brilliant.
Clang, clang.
Bang, what?
Right.
I apologise.
Mel,
I'm getting cheese.
Need some opioids. Get some
nobody here will begrudge you the need for cheese, DK.
Yeah.
I constantly have a need for cheese.
I feel the need for cheese.
Yeah.
Plug it in my veins.
Right.
It was such a like moment, and it was just punctuated by crunch, thud, moving things.
He's looking around and seeing everyone smiling whilst I'm saying this, rather than going, "What?"
Yeah, stop this advance the plot nonsense. I need cheese, baby.
I have unmuted you, DK.
I apologise. I should have muted.
No, you're absolutely fine, mate. And Brucon rotates on the spot a couple of times and then looks back at the others and goes, "Do you guys hear that? We should go. We should move on. We should go to the path and then find the guy and then rescue everyone from the manticores and then we'll be heroes. Hooray!"
What did you hear? Are you hearing voices in your head, Brucon?
Yes. Another way that we're you and me, buddy.
What?
You and me, Seth.
What did they say to you? We didn't hear anything.
I think his name is Not Far, but I'm not sure. But anyway.
No, it's the master, Master Talon. I thought I thought she was missing. I thought she had maybe been killed, but it appears maybe she is alive.
We did all hear that, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, but I wanted to.
I hear a lot of things.
Ah, okay.
You've been hearing a lot this episode in particular.
So
telepathic
much.
voices, another telepathic voice, but is this one a good one or a bad one? Because the last one was definitely bad.
Well, I understand this one. That's a promising start.
DM, could you just remind me for a sec? Because I don't want to meta. Do I recall correctly that Brina knows that the master might have her potion she's seeking?
As far as Brina's aware, she might have it. Yes, because as far as Brina knows, what she's been told by her by her clan was that they stole the potion effectively. They took it and didn't pay for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just remembering if that was my knowledge or hers. It's been a while.
Canon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's the story that you've been told. So yeah.
Let's go find your master while we're all in tip-top fighting shape as I look at holes in my jacket.
Well, we got to get past the 3 of the trials first. Up the path. I mean,
So they're
I'll
not
be
a bad
fine
door.
because I can fly there, but the rest of you might have more of a problem.
Oh, those wind gusts were not one of the tests?
No, that was before the path. I've never come across that before.
Oh. Well,
I very slowly
I'm
just start
flying.
trudging out the cave. Like that.
They're all.
Let's go.
So the first trial you have to is it's more of a it's like a tunnel. You have to crawl through the tunnel space, or you can try and climb round. But I really would not advise it because the rocks are very they have been assembled very delicately, and one false move and they could all fall, and you don't want that.
How big is this tunnel? Would you say, Kerr? Friend Kerr? Best buddy?
I can't think how long it would be. It seemed like
How wide?
miles because I was crawling the whole way.
How wide?
How wide?
Oh,
and
wide.
we all look
Oh.
at Mala.
It was pretty tight, but I could easily I could fit with my wings pinned back. It wasn't a problem.
What about for him? and point to Mala.
Could you lie down for a second?
Oh, well, okay. Lie down.
And maybe with some encouragement?
I am not going behind Mala.
As I said, it's probably better to go through the tunnel than to climb over it. Especially if people are going through, you don't want to climb on top in case it collapses.
Let's get there and see if Mala can fit.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So you begin your ascent up the path. You notice, even at this stage, the air starts to thin as you continue your ascent. It's a pretty long path that just winds round the perimeter of the mountain, kind of spirals up. But it's you notice after about an hour's travel, just the air is starting to thin up here.
Okay, so before an hour passes, Brucon has a roll he needs to make.
In fact, within the first 5 minutes of you guys setting off, Brucon starts to feel the crunch, and you need to make a wisdom save?
It's a wisdom saving throw with a DC of 15. Cannot, for the life of me, tell you whether I want Brucon to pass this or not. Let's find out what the dice have to say about it. Well, that is a natural one.
Oh boy.
Either or.
There are numbers in the middle. There are numbers in the middle, Bart.
Lies and slander.
I feel like it's because of the effect of the drugs that you are just very extreme right now. And
there exist only two numbers
before the drugs.
I can help if you want.
I'd quite like it not to be a natural one.
I mean, the other option is a nut.
I can use. Yeah.
Oh, you've got your. Oh man.
Your portability, can you apply that to other people, or is that just
anything, including your rolls, actually? Yeah.
To be fair, like portent, applying portent for this. Applying portent for this feels wrong, and honestly, I'm absolutely fine with the negative effects of this. So Brucon is now addicted to fallen stardust.
No.
That's...
Wait. No, I'm cool with that. Brucon was
a serious matter.
He's fun.
Yeah, so for subsequent uses, I'll need a DC 10 Constitution check.
Yeah, I've got it
Wouldn't,
up now.
Wouldn't work anyway.
Oh.
You have to replace it before it's rolled.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so you can't wait for a roll and go, no, it needs to be good. You have to go,
nope.
You have to go, this needs to be good before we roll it.
Anyway, Brucon is now addicted to fallen stardust. There are no immediate effects of becoming addicted to it. But if I come to use it again, and I think I can say with some confidence that I'm gonna, things could get interesting. To be fair, what's nice about Fallen Stardust is it's not like crazy broken, but it is good, and the downside is not like it can be quite bad, but you have to go through quite a lot of bad dice rolls in order to wind up there. So
you might say that it's quite a well-crafted homebrew item.
Sorry, I missed that, Jack.
Sorry, I was just stroking my ego. Don't mind me.
Jack was saying how well designed it was.
Yes, no, it's very good.
I'm interested.
I'm just joking.
See, but you've said all these things, and I'm like, so it's a challenge. Noted.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I like basically my reaction as well. I've been genuinely anytime Jack's asked me to make a perception check for a good 6 months now, if not longer. There's been a little voice in my head going, "Do the drugs, Bart. Do the drugs," and I've resisted.
Because they're bad, kids. Drugs are bad. Don't do drugs.
Very bad, kids. Don't do drugs.
And you're going to see with Brucon, who's now addicted to this
like,
particular
oh yeah,
drug.
I've got the best product. Like, oh yeah, it could be worse.
Drugs are bad, but this is why we play role-playing games. You can do them in games.
Some would say, this is a drug.
So Brucon comes down and is now not manic Brucon, and is.
In fact, he looks a bit
lethargic
now as well, and
he's a little...
the air change more apparently than everyone else does.
Yeah. Anyway, meanwhile, the trial.
So you ascend, continue climbing. until up ahead of you, you can see, as Kerr described, it's like a series of very large rocks, kind of like rubble, but there's a large enough crawl space underneath it. It looks like at a push you could get two creatures like side by side squeezing through there, but you probably want one at a time, really, if that's where you wanted to go through. The rocks themselves look to be piled up maybe 12 to 15 feet high, so if you wanted to go over them, you could climb up the rubble, but you don't know how long that obviously continues on from this angle. You can't really see.
Okay. Well, I suppose me, on the grounds that I've got a pretty good chance of getting through it, we could. I'm sure we could organise something to help Malar get through with, maybe tying some rope to my waist, and then I can pull him. But also, if I come out, I'm small, and unlike Brina, I'm not delicate. So if there's some stuff going down on the other side, it seems to make the most sense for me to be the one absorbing it.
Fair point.
So
Monk masters first.
So Malar, how is this looking to you? Do we need to do you need some help being pulled through or something?
Can I take a look at the aperture? See how big that.
Sure, make a perception.
Is this going to be a triumph?
Yeah, how big of an issue is this going to be? Do you want to roll, or is this just something I can gauge?
I'd say make a perception check just to try and gauge it.
Perceptione. That's going to be, I think, it's going to be a non-natural 20. Yep, non-natural.
Because when you paused after non-natural, I was like, "Are you going to say 1?"
A non-natural 1. It's like, as a cleric, wisdom, perception. Okay. No, non-natural 20. Fine. Okay, so from what you can tell, yes, it would be a bit of a squeeze for you, but it looks like you could get through it. What I think you find more, what leads you to kind of feel more cautious and apprehensive about entering it is the precarious nature of how these rocks seem to be lying there, and you can even see like the crawl space. It's just peering into it. You can see that again, all of these kind of, it seems the rocks are held by the way they've fallen to create this crawl space. It doesn't seem like it's been dug out, and so one wrong move and you could see a cave-in or a collapse of that crawl space, which is quite worrying.
Oh, now, Mr. Brucon, I would advocate that maybe you do go first, and then maybe should be everybody else but me, and then I will come up last. Mr. Leobrin, I would advocate that you follow Mr. Brucon, because your history with rock.
Is Mela a large creature?
He's medium, but he's got the carrying capacity of a large one. He's 7 or 8 feet tall, aren't you?
So, I might have an idea. What
Oh,
if?
well, I'm.
Say it!
Say the words.
I'm waiting. Okay. What if I maybe I could borrow Neris's disc, and you could be on it, and then you can float within 20 feet of me while I fly over with Kerr.
Didn't we?
Doesn't go up.
This cannot fly.
Yeah.
But
that's what
isn't
we
it
got
like
from
only
the
15 feet? Didn't you say that rubble was only 15 feet? So if I stay, or
It's
was that 10
feet
feet the limit?
elevation, is the
It's
limit.
10 feet. I thought it was 15. Okay. No.
But Neris would explain
That
this to you,
doesn't
of
work.
course.
Yeah.
Also, with a suspicious eye that this person who I don't know is offering my things.
You're taking my stuff. You'd have to take an hour to attune to it. Who is this? Who even is this?
Yeah, who even is this person? I mean, she's useful, but she's taken my fireball thunder and then offers my stuff.
And she's totally shrinking back at that look. Like she knows
Yeah.
this is not even being said, but that look.
Lady, this is copyright infringement.
Yeah, exactly. There's also the smolder still happening, so you know.
She's very intimidated. She already was.
Leans over to your
Mean girls.
Leans over to your ear, Brina, and goes. Because the spell has worn off because it's been over an hour. And there's that, and then looks really confused that you're not responding to him.
Oh. Well, it was fun while it lasted. It's okay. We fly.
Points at Leobrin and then points at Brina and just starts shrugging.
I mean, I'd probably take everyone's opinions on this. Do we want Kerr talking, or do we want me casting another one spell?
He's not that useful.
Well, the associated question, which I think is a useful one, and getting to the answer to it might make a good place for us to wrap up. But the question really, I think, is: are we thinking we might be having another short rest at some point
before we storm the fortress?
Maybe we should find the master before we short rest.
Yeah, but if we are open to the possibility of short resting after we find the master, before we go in and tangle with the manticores, then the cost. You get your slots back on a short rest, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically if we don't short rest and I need a spell.
Yeah.
Are
We're limited.
you still only at 2 slots?
Yeah. I don't think.
To be fair, what do we need Kerr to talk about right now? We're about to go for a hole. If we need him for the next part, like if there's a test and we can't figure out what it is, do it again. But do we need him right now?
For this particular one, we don't. Let's see what the second test is.
Unless you know, Kerr and Brina fly up. Kerr sees something interesting and goes, "Hey, look over there. That's an important thing," and we don't know.
He has the power of fingers. He can point.
Based on our association with him so far, who here feels confident that that's likely to happen with Kerr?
I mean, he's not Beak. Beak was a bit of a liability, but Kerr's been pretty unliable.
Okay. I have to say, from my perspective, they feel very much much of a muchness in terms of relative competence.
Well, marginal differences.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't have noticed.
For this
I'm
particular,
inclined to agree that we right now there's not an obvious need for in-depth conversation with Aarakocra.
For reference, I get a 3rd spell slot at level 11, so we've got a while to go.
Oh damn!
Oh, he does have his Pearl of Power though. For emergency.
Yeah. Yep. Emergency. I'd rather have 3 spells in combat than none.
So are we crawling? We holding?
Yeah. Let's hold. Let's pothole.
Get in full.
Yeah.
Brucon will get in full.
Fly.
And he points up.
Yes.
Beats his wings and it starts flying up into the air.
See you on the other side, guys.
See you, Brina.
So now, Brina, from your advanced elevation, you can see how long this rubble tunnel goes on for. It looks roughly 60 feet, not the longest in the world, and you kind of fly over it, do a little flyby over it, and then you notice that Kerr is continuing to follow the path round, and you can see. Up ahead, further up, is what appears to be one very long slab of rock that seems to be at an angle, balanced on a pillar of rock over a gap in the path, kind of like a seesaw, and then continues flying. He continues flying round.
Stop!
He just keeps on flying.
No.
And you're pointing down, and then he kind of looks down, and then starts to dive towards the next part. You can see more fissures in the wall, and you glance occasional bursts of air coming out of it. And it's just before this that he lands. You're about a mile away from where the rest of your party is at this point.
Okay, I'll just kind of pull at him and point back towards the tunnel and basically try to wait for others.
He shakes his head and starts pointing at the fissures, and then you both hear the voice again. There's a slightly gentle feminine quality to the voice, although I'm trying to do my best here, but I can't do it properly. I'm not a female, unfortunately. I can't give it quite the thing. But you are close now. My friends, come inside through there is a short gap where the elemental air swells inside. There is a small path, a narrow path, you can cross it. I am in a small chamber on the other side. Only these two hear it, the rest of you wouldn't get this message at this point. And Kurt's going, rah, rah.
No.
And he just kind of furrows his eagle-like brow and then just starts plodding inside through the crack in the rock. Back to the rest of you. Sorry, Angelique. Just there you go.
That's all right. Yep.
You are strapped to him. That's where he's going.
That's
going to go find his master.
Excellent cliffhanger to pull things away from Brina there. So, do you want? So we're Brucon's crawling through Thul, I guess.
Yeah. So going through the crawl space. All right.
Yes.
You just need to make a straight dexterity check, please.
Cool. It's not a natural 20, and it's not a natural 1. Let me just say that right up front. 17. No, 18.
18. Easy enough for you. Just getting down onto all fours and speeding your way through the crawl space. Yeah, you don't seem to have any problems. You get all the way through to the other side, and obviously being a monk, you're pretty speedy as well, getting through there within 20 seconds, if that. You're through.
Nice. Brucon leans down and calls through and says, "I'm clear. Whoever wants to come next, go for it." And then he turns around and surveys the scene before him. What doth he see?
Okay, so you can see that the path winds around in front of you, following the edge of the mountain, and you can see just about in the distance the scales. There they are. Except for it's not scales. It's a seesaw, but it's made out of rock. And it's up ahead, further up the path, further up the climb. That's the main sort of thing you can see on the horizon. It seems pretty still. The air, it's still a pretty clear day, although this higher altitude, you're feeling it a bit more. But there doesn't appear to be any movement, any flying creatures around here, other than you saw the end of Kerr and Brina flying off into the distance. So you've seen her disappear out of sight.
Okay, given that the whole rock construction is a bit tenuous, Brucon has at least the presence of mind enough not to go making lots of aggressive sound, high frequency sound waves.
Yeah,
so he just observes that quizzically, and then basically sort of takes up a watch position a short distance away from the edge of the tunnel in case nefarious types show up and start inserting things into brains and what have you.
That's a very, very good point. So back to the other end of the tunnel. Who's next?
I'll go.
Sure.
All right. Okay, Seth. So it's a dex check for you, please.
15 on the dice. Is it just a dex check? Or
just a dex check, yeah.
Sorry. So 20.
Yeah, again, like Brucon, although not quite as speedily as Brucon, you crawl through and get to the other side.
Sorry, I can just see Brucon. See Brucon on the other side.
Yeah, just.
Do I have to make another check?
What? You what? Sorry.
Do I have to make another check, or?
No, you're through. You're there. You're done. You got to the other side. Just one dex check and you're fine. Which it's so simple for the rogue and the monk. Who's next?
I guess Neris.
All right, Neris. Step right up.
Dex check, is it?
It's the crawl space of doom. I mean, of test. Yes, it's a dex check.
Do you have inspiration?
I am going to use inspiration. Gives me advantage, doesn't it?
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah. That's better. So it's going to be 16.
Very nice, very nice. Yep, so you start crawling through.
Whew, because the
You managed
first
to
one was
maneuver
a
around
3.
That was a good call with the inspiration then. You managed to
Well,
maneuver
plus 2,
yourself...
so 5.
You managed to maneuver yourself through through the rocks relatively simply. You notice, like the others would have done, that it tends to wind a bit through. It's not a straight shot because of the way these rocks have fallen. So it is a bit of a challenge getting through here, and you recognise there's a couple of tight little bottlenecks which could prove difficult for Malar, but passable, but definitely difficult. And as
Should
you start,
I prepare mending?
I mean, sure, if you want to.
For torn jackets and things.
No worries, yeah, because it takes a minute, so I suppose, yeah, some advance warning's probably good. So you start preparing that. Seth and Seth and Brucon on the other side. You and Brina further off hear this. You hear the roar of 3 different beasts. They definitely sound like manticores that you've fought before. And within a few moments, Brucon and Seth, you can see them flying in the sky. They're some distance away from you. They don't seem to have noticed you yet, but you recognise that there is a patrol coming. What do you want to do?
Hide. I hide.
Yeah,
Okay.
hiding.
Is there any way to hide?
Well, no, you can go back in the tunnel. That's an obvious place to hide. Equally, I would say around the entrance, it'd be quite difficult, but there are some large rocks around there. Maybe you want to climb onto the tunnel, onto the rocks there. You could probably maneuver yourself in and amongst those. But yeah, make a stealth check.
Can I try hiding outside? And can I cast Minor Illusion on the cave entrance just to make it look like the rest of the rock, so that they can't see that there's a cave?
That's a great idea.
Brucon ducks back into the cave entrance so he can warn other people as they come through.
Sure. So you're gonna like crawl back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So Brucon, you start crawling in. Seth, you cast Minor Illusion on the rock there, and then can you make a stealth check because you're hiding?
Yeah. Oh, natural 20.
You just melt
So
into
many
the
of
stone.
those.
I make that 7 tonight.
I think given your the spell Minor Illusion from Cadence's magnificent vest, you think very highly of yourself in this moment. You go, I could hide amongst the rocks, or I could just use my loaf and just hide in the Minor Illusion I've created, and then they definitely won't be able to see me. So you just hunch into there. So you just crouch in and make a very large boulder covering the entrance, 5 foot boulder, surprisingly. Brucon, you start crawling inside. Neris, as you're getting towards the exit of the tunnel, you see Brucon coming towards you, blocking out the light and coming back the other way.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Manticore patrol party flying in our general direction. Probably better to hold up in here just for a moment.
For Malar and the Oberyn, you're hearing the leathery beat of wings. You heard the roar as well. You're aware a patrol is coming. What are you two doing?
So we're out the back end of the rubble?
Yeah.
Malar, have you got any good ways of hiding that isn't in the tunnel?
Oh, no.
Okay. You go in the tunnel.
Okay, but first...
The Oberyn's like pushing Malar towards the tunnel.
Get in there.
Get in there. I don't care what you smell.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is definitely garbage chute vibes.
I'll tap a guidance on Leobryn, and Malar will sort of wriggle into the tunnel.
Okay, Malar, can you make a dexterity check, please?
Sick.
Oh, shit.
Okay, Malar, you start crawling in. You get 3 feet in, and then suddenly, oh no, your keister isn't quite fitting through the entrance, and Leobryn, it's like Winnie the Pooh stuck in a tree.
Oh no!
Of course it is.
Oh no! No!
Malar's arse is sticking out the end.
It's fine. The Aberrant has some ideas. Are we doing them now or next episode? I know some people have to run away.
If people have got to go, then this is probably a good time to leave it. If you like, I'm intrigued to know what your plan is for next time. So we'll leave it there for today. Then tense moment as another patrol comes in, and yeah, Winnie the Pooh is occurring right now in the tunnel. What will happen? We'll find out next week. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in and sticking with us. Join us this time next week. Will be, fingers crossed, providing there's no scheduling issues, we'll have our next episode of The Cage dropping on Monday here at 6 p.m. If you haven't seen the latest one that dropped last Monday, go check it out on our YouTube channel. And these guys will be back same time in 2 weeks for the next session here and our first December session here on Slice and Dice this year. Thank you guys so much for today, and for continued support, and obviously for continued playing of the game and enjoyment and all this random shit that we end up doing. It's great fun. Thanks so much.
Don't do drugs, kids. Pretend to do drugs in an imaginary setting.
Yes.
Do drugs vicariously through your character rather than yourself, because then you get none of the bad stuff happening to you.
Yes.
How do we do it?
None of the good stuff either.
None of the stuff either. Nothing. Nothing happens. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. See you next time. Take it easy and stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.